Hello.
Hey everybody, sorry we're late, but
We're here. We'll wait for you guys to come in.
yeah, give you guys a few minutes.
But we're here. It was a
Thank
struggle.
God. Yay! I definitely want to thank Jamila for our new setup here. How do you like our new camera view? We were having some technical difficulties before, but it's looking much better now, so thank you so much.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
So happy Monday.
Yes.
Even though it's crazy windy outside, and I know some other states are having a really bad weather.
Yeah, flash floods and all kinds of craziness. So
We're just having like all this wind right now. I think the rain is supposed to start soon in New York, but we're here and we're happy that we're here. I wanted to give a super shout out to all the women that marched on Saturday and stood strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're so excited. We were not able to attend, unfortunately, but we definitely sent
Some of our
positive
community
vibes.
members did. Definitely. I want to shout out Molly. She was representing for
Yes.
teachers, for mothers, for women everywhere.
Yes.
Great
went.
job. Oh,
Sienna
yeah.
was there.
That's awesome.
Who else was there? I mean, shout it out. Let us know if you were there.
Yeah.
'Cause we don't really know everyone who went. We know we didn't
It was
go.
historic. And you were a part of that. That's amazing.
Just to see how all got together for a cause for women's rights, which are human rights,
Mm-hmm.
and just to be heard and let us know we're not going to sit back and not be heard. And it's just awesome. It just felt really good that we can get together once again and try to fight for our rights. But yes, so other than that, just a recap of all the wonderful things that's been happening
In our group?
Yes, it's just been great. The theme has been overwhelmed, and
Yeah, this past week in particular, we just want to just thank you guys. Thank you guys for finally, realizing we're here for each other.
yes,
This is a community. Voice whatever it is you're going through. You're not alone. That is the whole premise of our platform, is to just emphasize you're not alone. We're here with you. We're cheering you on. And
no judgment.
no judgment at all. Like, we all have these moments. Nobody's perfect.
No,
Nobody
has all the answers.
Right.
Hey Lois, good morning.
Good morning.
So what we were, there was some discipline issues with how to help discipline our children and let them know that we're not playing, and to also just to kind of guide them in the right direction, and to also take out time for ourselves, for breathers.
Morning, Cherise.
And we also was talking about just when you feel so overwhelmed, you feel like you just can't, this is too much, maybe I'm not doing this right, something's not right. No, you're doing it right. This all comes with the territory.
Right.
And it's what it is, and it's so hard sometimes.
And sometimes you just gotta put your head down and get through. It sucks to say, like, it fits right into our staying healthy theme, is just realizing, okay, sometimes you can't even think about what you need to do to take care of yourself because you're so blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those primary blockages in our lives is stress.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be from a million different things. Too many demands on our time, not enough time. Sickness,
Our flu is out right now, guys.
back to back in my house, just one after the another.
Oh my God. Her daughter woke up with the fever.
Yes.
My husband's sick in the bed with the flu. And we thought we did that. We didn't.
Like back to back weeks. So
That could be
I'm
very
over
stressful.
being sick or dealing with
Exactly,
sickness.
being the nurse in the house.
Hey, Gemma.
But we gotta get through it. We gotta get through it. So and it seems like people are liking the breathing exercise. So I'm gonna go over it again for those of you who missed it, and those of you who just need us to go over it again, because you know what, we forget. And one of the things that helps with the being overwhelmed is just literally stopping whatever you're doing. I mean, in your office, with your kids, your husband driving you just have to stop. And it's okay to just stop. We don't always know, you have to make a decision, whatever it is. I think it's good to stop and just take a deep breath. Huh?
She said, "Y'all gonna get me fired."
Oh.
But yeah,
You
even if you got
a reason to get fired,
right? Even if you gotta like run to the bathroom, close the door.
Yes.
Even if you, I keep saying it sounds crazy, but sometimes so you don't lose your mind, so you can keep your sanity and don't go off the rails, lock yourself somewhere.
And they still find you in the bathroom.
Oh, I know, but you just gotta tune them out, go in the bathroom, go in a closet, something, and mentally decompress your mind. And that breathing exercise she's about to show you definitely will help.
Yes. It helps me. It helps you. It helps so many people. I teach my clients. They love it. But I think I just want to go back to the one point of when you feel like you're not going through this all by yourself, it just really helps to know, oh, I'm not the only one that feels like I'm not doing this right. That helps. So please know we all do struggle. Okay, so the breathing exercise is called 4-7-8. So one of the main things about the breathing exercise is when you're breathing in, your stomach is going out. So usually when we think of breathing in, we usually pull everything in. So it seems like a little weird concept, but you keep practicing it, you'll get it. So, and you can also go, we posted a YouTube post on it, but you can go on YouTube just to see and check it again. So you breathe in for 4 when your stomach going out. So let's try to breathe in for 4. Hold for 7. And out for 8. When you're breathing out, you're breathing, pulling in your tummy and breathing everything all the way out. You're also bringing down all of this, your shoulders. This is where we keep a lot of our tension. I'm feeling it all right now.
Right.
All your tension is in there, all up in here. Make sure that comes down when you're breathing out. So breathe in for 4. Hold for 7. And out for 8. So you can do this like 4 times back to back. Oh, I feel so good already. You can do this like 4 times back to back before going to sleep. It really helps you with sleeping. A lot of us can't get to sleep. I'm not even going to get into that sleeping. Oh, hey, Dan, I see some pregos watching. You need this breathing exercises I have. Another one of our community members. So make sure you breathe in, oh Lord, and breathe out. I know she told me to turn my notifications off, and I guess I forgot. So practice that whenever, but it's good to start your day with it. Remember we talked last week about the meditation and meditation, taking out time for stretching. I so believe in that stretching. Taking time out for just stretching. You could do the yoga. Sometimes yoga can be frustrating because try to get the moves down, but it's very delicious, but sometimes it can be frustrating. But any kind of stretching, breathing, meditating, affirmations,
Journaling. We mentioned that before. We can't rant and rave at our husbands, at our kids, and we hold a lot of things inside. And your day, honestly, sometimes you're so wound up, you don't even know why you're angry. You don't even know why you're just at the edge. And when you start just like listing things out, listing out what is frustrating you, what is, just even start describing your day, and then you'll hit on something.
The other thing I want to talk about is that it clarifies your mind. The breathing helps clarify your mind, and the writing, because that helps with feeling less overwhelmed.
Right.
You have to have a release, a positive release, a constructive release, not just losing it in your house, everybody, and you just like, You can yourself crazy. They looking at you crazy. You can lose it at your boss, your coworkers. Yeah. We don't want this. We want to do this constructively. We want to do it in a safe manner. Hey, Jamila, we were just giving you a shout out and thanking you for helping us with our little setup here. So just continue. I mean, the main thing is taking time out for you.
Right.
I think we want to make sure that we remember that piece. When you're breathing by yourself, you're taking time out for yourself. When you're meditating, when you're going over some affirmations just to help you to get through the next 5 minutes, when you are stretching, when you are journaling, this is all time taken out for you. You learn to love yourself more, appreciate yourself more, and then others will have to do such because you are sending that out. These are the vibes you're sending out.
And so, and it doesn't have to be a lot of time. You could start with 10 minutes. If you can just grab 10 minutes and say, I'm going to ignore everything else around me. Because what we're trying to focus on is pulling yourself back from that edge. Pulling yourself, because we are masters of multitasking. We do a lot in a day. So we'll just keep going because the to-do list is there and we got to check it off and we got to hit all these marks. But at the end of the day, we're running ourselves off the rails.
Yes, and not replenishing.
Exactly.
Because we ain't got time. Stop with that. I know I was number one. I don't got time for none of that. That's all I ever would say. I don't have time, but I don't got time. I don't got time for that 30-minute video. Then I have no time for that.
But like I said, start with 10 minutes and you'll see the benefit of that 10 minutes of, I focused on me for 10 minutes.
It's everything.
And then you'll start prioritizing, okay, this is important. If I'm good, then my family's good. If I'm good, I can do things better. And you'll see the benefit. You'll see how much better and easier things become.
Yes, I remember things more. I used to forget a lot of things, and you're running ragged and then feeling all over. Because your mind is clearer, and you're putting back into yourself and taking time for yourself. It's everything. For that 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it's so worth it. You think you don't have it, but you have it because you're so worried about fixing some other problem and helping somebody else out. And at the end of the day, you ain't helping nobody. You're just helping no one. You feel depleted.
On that point, when you talked about getting things out of our head and taking time for yourself, one area that I know not a lot of people knock or don't even think about is taking time out for therapy. The importance of it. It's got this negative connotation to it, especially in the Black community. Just to say oh, you're in therapy, you're crazy, something like that. Exactly. And I'm like, no, your mind's just overloaded, and you're taking time to be introspective and having a professional help you along the way of that. And sometimes that's what you need to get the blockage out. To move on with a fresh start in your life is to get all that stuff you've been carrying around for years out.
Yes. And no, you don't know everything. You can't fix everything, and you need help. Right. You need help. And there's nothing wrong with it. No, especially in our West Indian community. And a lot, and just women in general. We got it. And we don't need any help. If it was for your children or for your husband, you would definitely know what to tell them. But for yourself, you're just like, I don't need that. And I definitely have no time for it. You have to have time for it. So those of you who know or don't know, I am a psychotherapist, and I do mainly work with women. And I really applaud the women that actually take the time and come, because I know it is very, very difficult. But so many women are just feeling so overwhelmed. They're feeling stuck in their jobs. They're feeling not appreciated. They're feeling just dragged down, and they want a different life. They want something else for themselves, and they're ready to get started. And I applaud that, and it's amazing. So finding a therapist, I do have to say, can be a little daunting. It can be annoying, it can be frustrating, it can be overwhelming. But I say start with your insurance company and kind of work down through there, or just go online and just type in therapist near me. and you'll see it'll people will come up, you call, you leave a message, and like just say this is what I'm doing, because you can find, you know, on different people's websites if they work with women, if they work with children, if they, you know, so you can get a little idea. You can look at their picture. I know a lot of African women do seek me out because they want to see another African woman, but whatever you're looking for, it doesn't mean that anyone else can't help you. But it's so necessary to just, again, take that time out for yourself. Yes, Gemma, or your best friend, but I say professional help is best.
Exactly. You can't be just being led by craziness.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Professional. Thanks. So do that. Again.
So yeah, some of the topics we covered major. Like I mentioned, a mother in our community reached out. It was just it came across to me like, you know, she was right at the edge. She was right at like, I don't know, like, I don't like how I'm feeling. I am overwhelmed. I know I love my kids, but they're a lot. And I'm like, even mothers of just one get like this. Like, doesn't matter how many you have.
It doesn't matter.
It's the fact that, you know, this other life is so dependent on you. And you're like, okay, well, I'm giving you all I got. And still,
it just doesn't seem enough.
It's not. It will never be. So we have to have that, you know, displacement in ourselves. Like, okay, I'm doing the best I can for you, and then
that's all I can do today.
Exactly.
That's it.
And it's not our job to manage anyone else's emotions or feelings, but we do our best for our kids, and not saying that we ignore their feelings, but sometimes when it hits that point, we have to take a step back. We have to say, okay, I've done what I can for you, and I'm gonna pause and go breathe and go
and knowing that that's okay.
Exactly. Not judging ourselves or allowing anybody else to put their condemnation on us, because look, I'm one person. I can do what I can, and then after I take this moment for myself, I'll be all in, and you have my full attention, and I'm right here with you, loving you, and doing the best I can for you. And that's all, honestly, that's all God asks us to do. That's all anybody asks us to do.
Sometimes I realize after I finally say, you know what, I'm just going to take a nap. I'm going to take a 10-minute nap. And then I'm able to fold the laundry, and I'm able to do whatever I need to do and run around. But you feel so guilty, like, how can I just take a 10-minute nap?
But then you realize once you come back from that nap, nothing fell apart.
Exactly.
Nothing happened. The house didn't burn down. Everybody's alive and well. And you feel so much better. And then you're coming back like a fresh face to this mountain of whatever, but your perspective is different. Yes. You can do this now. You own that you can do this now. It's not too much for you. But that's the important part, to climb back down and finally regain composure.
Yes. And that's why I say again, with the journaling and the finding something positive. When we had posted that finding something positive to talk about in the day. Yep. Before you go to bed, you could have had a horrible day. Before you go to bed, what positive thing have you like, girl? Nothing. Nothing happened positive. But if you could just really think about it and search for it, it helps. It really helps you to get through all the crap, all the nonsense. Hey, Kyles. Hey, Alistair. How are you? Thanks for checking in.
So that was a major thing. And then just to see how because she kind of voiced this cry for help, our community was just like right there, just jumping in like, I've been there. I know exactly how you're feeling, and giving advice, and just, you know, just circling around her, because
beautiful.
That's what we need. Yes. We need to see that we're not alone. Like, is it just me? Am I crazy? Like, no. We all have these moments. Like, so don't sit there and judge yourself too harshly, and realize that every mom at some point or another feels like, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. This is, how did I even get into this? How did I get here?
Exactly. Oh my God. Yes, I've had a lot of those moments. But
it's just
we're
ridiculous.
here. We've been chosen.
Yes,
and
it
we
is
got
a
it.
calling, and you know what? You might have those moments like, this ain't for me. I don't know who put me in this role or thought I could do this, but you're right where you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Own that. Own that.
Mm-hmm.
You're a mother because you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sit there and stress like it's, you know, it's for somebody else. No, you're in it.
Exactly.
It's for you.
It's for
Own it
you.
and then just
As
keep
crazy
going.
as
You
it
get better
feels.
day by day.
Yes.
Moment by moment. And your kids love you to death.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
That's why we have to build ourselves up. There's no other way you're gonna feel that and believe it unless you consistently build yourself up. And I know I tell my clients this all the time. That negative stuff comes so easy,
Yeah.
so fast, so hard. And we have to work really hard at remembering the positives that keep saying ourselves, you know, we're enough, we're enough, we're enough, we have enough to do with what we got to do.
Oh, that's amazing.
That we have the skills, we can find the skills, we can work at this. You just continually telling yourselves, I'm amazing, look at what I did. Finding the things that you did do, not always focusing on
what you
the
did
mountain of stuff that you
or
have
what
to
you
do.
don't have. Or no.
You'll always deplete yourself through that negative, and I know it's hard work, but that's the work you need to do. You need to spend more time on loving you and believing in you, and less time trying to do 20 things, run around and be a superwoman. That superwoman cape, I told you. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that superwoman cape. We can't have it all the time. It just can't happen. So the more you realize that and be okay with that, the better you'll feel. So do that. All of that.
Awesome. And the other thing that was mentioned in the group, besides the different people are now posting different events, so keep an eye out for things that are being posted throughout the week. Whether it's, you know, natural, natural, healthier living, education, something like that, and it dealt with essential oils and eating, something like that, and some other, it was some activism forum thing that was posted recently too. But another mother was also seeking advice as to how to deal with discipline. Discipline. And this is a back and forth for me. This is one of those things that's like, has to be organic. I'm constantly reassessing, am I doing enough? Am I not doing too, you know, you gotta grow with them. There's like a give and take between, you know, am I letting them off easy all the time? Or am I being too hard on them? You know, and it goes, you know your child. So you know when those hard lines are being hit, like, no, now you're being disrespectful. I'm not going to accept this. And I think that's important to just emphasize those, don't go past this boundary with me.
And be consistent about the boundary.
Oh, yeah. So set those boundaries, put great emphasis on those boundaries, and then put great emphasis, like Chrisada said, on when they're doing the right thing. Praise and encouragement, and not always pointing out, okay, you did this, but you could have did this a little bit better. I'm big for that.
Yeah, because we still have to teach and guide, right? You got to show them what really needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I know it was maybe a couple months back, maybe even over the summer, we were talking about the charting and, you know,
chores,
putting up the
like
chore chart, because that housework can be very overwhelming. Because I know this weekend I was like, no, because my kids are 8 and 10. They are big enough to help out a little more than they're helping out.
Right.
And so we had a chart, and I don't know where the chart went. We got to get back on the chart again.
Big chart.
So that they can be really accountable for what they're doing. And I'm not screaming. I think I spent most of Sunday screaming. I said, didn't I say vacuum? Didn't I say get this up? No, you're going to do this now. And it has to be only when I'm there screaming is when something gets done. No. No, it has to work a lot smoother than that. And sometimes we have to go back and tweak because I know we've done a few charts. Like you said, they get older.
Yep.
You know, things change. Their schedule changes. You know, we got to take into account their schedules.
Right.
And sometimes their schedules do get crazy. But you're going to do something in this house. You're going to help. What my motto, I'm always saying, this is a team.
Yes.
We are a team. This has to be a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
We have to help each other here. There's no one person doing everything and you help maybe sometimes when you want to.
Exactly.
Nope.
And,
nope.
And that's what my thing. I'm like, at the end of the day, when you leave my house, I want to know that I'm sending into society a good society member.
Exactly.
Somebody that is going to be a benefit, not a drain.
Exactly.
You know? So when you go out into the world, when I send you off to college or wherever, I know that you're going to be able to take care of yourself. You're going to be able to cook and clean and do your laundry. You're going to represent yourself and
yes,
me.
Thank you.
Very well.
In a positive light.
Yes.
Oh, your mama taught you something.
Exactly. You ain't gonna be no burden for no future woman or man, whatever it is. And I'm like, some simple things. I think the part that frustrates me is where I said this.
That's it. Over and over.
So it's like I'm a broken record. That's why I like the chart.
Yes.
I like the idea
Just
of the
keep
chart.
pointing to the chart.
It forces self-accountability.
Yes.
So you wake up this morning. Did you make your bed? That's make your bed.
That's
as
on
soon
the
as you
chart.
Get out of it. You make your bed, and then you get 2 bonus whatever, and you're building up. The chart that I see was like you're racking up points or whatever to some benefit that they like
at the end of the week.
and it's not always food or whatever. It's like game night or it's like something that they like. And it was like simple things like that. So I'm not constantly berating you. And then you're going to have me. And that's why they slack off. It's like if we're not on their back, they feel they don't have to do it. But we want to build them so that they are self-accountable. Like, no, my room doesn't look good. Let me straighten it up. Without my mom coming in like, what is this?
And the machine just runs smoother. It just runs smoother when everybody's doing what they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
And it just works. And just know it will not be tolerated that you're going to sit on Xbox for hours because it's the weekend. No. No, there's things to do here and we have to get it done. But the chart really keeps things in place. You just keep pointing at that chart. Oh, so you're not going to get this and you're not going to get that if this and this and this isn't done.
And the chart I also saw was not only chores, it was also behavior. So it was like, did you not backtalk? Did you do what you were supposed to do the first time I told you?
That backtalk. Oh,
Simple things like that. And I was just like, okay, that is what I need. Because the backtalking was just coming. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Is this hormones? I don't understand.
But I know some parents also, like you were saying, they're just like, oh, I don't want them to do too much. They have to study, or maybe they shouldn't be doing all that. We have to prepare them for life.
Yeah.
This is not just helping you around the house. This is preparation for life. And I think if we continue to keep that in our heads, we will force them to do what they need to do.
Yeah. I worked with so many interns. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. No, I worked with so many interns that had no clue how to take care of themselves. They were graduating college and they're like, what? Like, you iron?
Yes.
You know how to iron? How do you, iron your clothes? So they're wearing wrinkled clothes to a business meeting. I'm like, what?
Because their parents did everything.
Exactly. Didn't do laundry, didn't... if their mom doesn't come grocery shopping for them on the weekends, they're like,
know how to do it.
And that's just too much pressure on the mother. At some point, they have to be adults, so you gotta train them up.
That's a big part of our job, is to prepare them for the outside, and that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do.
And it's not always fun.
Nope.
And we tend to be the bad guys from time to time. So please don't beat yourself up. We are here to be parents.
It's okay, because it has to get done. You'll be happy at the end to see them like, oh, they do know how to do this stuff. Because it's so necessary. I had my client, I have a teenager, and she was like, none of my other friends have to do this. I have to do all this work. I was like, and you'll be in the dorm rooms of those other friends, and it'll be nasty,
Yep.
and you will not want to stay in their room.
Yep.
And your room will be nice and together and organized. Why? Because you were taught that. It was expected of you. It's just going to come natural to you when you leave your parents' house. That, you know, I'm just have to be clean and organized. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that. Makes your life so much easier.
Yep. So great talking with y'all again, ladies.
Yes, thank you again for joining us. So yeah, Chrisana had already posted that breathing exercise picture in the group there, and just, you know, feel free to post anything that you think is, you know, would is important information. Send it our way. That's why we're here. We're here to just
because
continue
last week
to.
people put up a lot of green smoothies and
Yes, they did.
doing that. So trying to keep putting in the right things into our bodies.
Yes. Have you still been keeping that up? Again, this was our health focus. So I am not on the greens yet. I will admit my fault there, but I've been on my yoga.
Yep.
I've been doing my yoga
Less
consistently.
sweets. Haven't you been doing less sweets? Kind of.
Yes. No, seriously. Yes, I have. I'm slowly weaning off. If I give myself an end date, what, end of February?
Mm-hmm. You don't have to close completely. It just has to be less.
No, it's less, but I need it to be gone. I want. It's something I think I want to prove to myself.
That's too much.
I know, but that is my goal. And then definitely just upping that water intake. That alone helps so much. Ladies.
It really does. It really does. Oh, just we're about to get off.
Right. But thank you guys so much for joining us. And definitely, anybody you want to add, feel free. I've gotten some requests like, hey, can I add this? Always feel free. Add anyone you think they would benefit. And we just love you guys. Thank you for being a part.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate the community.
Yes.
And
Thank
we'll see
you for
you
being
again
part of it.
Monday.
Yes. All right. Have a good day and a good week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.